Hi, everybody. One of my killer solopreneur hacks is that I can create killer client proposals in minutes using my custom built GPT. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's get into it. First, I'm going to do a quick demo to show you how I do this today. And then I'm going to walk us through how you can create your own custom GPT for things that you do all the time. So instead of prompting ChatGPT every day, you can create a custom built GPT and be able to do these things in minutes. So let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen. And head on over to ChatGPT. So on the left, we see GPTs here. And I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to go to the top right where it says My GPTs. Yes. And I have a number of them, but I'm going to go to my proposal generator. And I have some that are just for me, like this one. And then I have some that I share with the public, like my press release generator designed for small businesses who are not writers that need to generate press releases. So let's get started. It greets me, hey Nadine, tell me about your new proposal. So I want to say, I want to create a strategy proposal for a client. And I don't have to spell correctly. And it's searching my knowledge because what I've done is train it on other proposals that I have generated in the past. And it is trained to give me these questions every single time. So what is the name of the client? What are they trying to achieve? I'm going to name them Acme, and they are developing a growth strategy. I can't type and spell correctly, guys. What is the primary individual? Janice Brown, yes. We're not going to do John Brown. What type of engagement are we proposing? Strategic roadmap for growth. Is there any additional context that you'd like to add that's not in the knowledge bank? So that's referring to things that I've put in there. They have been experiencing declining growth for last 3 years. As an example, now the proposals that I have in there are sanitized. It does not make reference to the actual client. So that's one of the ways that I protect confidential information. Describe the tone you'd like to adopt. Let's go formal and visionary, right? And then what will happen is that it will ask me other questions if it's not clear, because it's prompted to keep asking questions until it's absolutely clear. So it's asking if it should rely on the knowledge bank or search the web. I'm going to say just use, knowledge bank and search web, right? And let's see. So it says perfect. So here it starts to draft the proposal. Starts with the executive summary. I love executive summaries. Proposed approach and methodology, objectives and success criteria, pricing, and my consultant bio. So do I use this exactly as it comes out of my GPT? No, I do not, because ChatGPT will still hallucinate. But the worst part of writing proposals is writing block, not being able to get something on the page. And I've just shown you how you can get something on the page literally in less than 5 minutes. And then you can build from there. And I can do this over and over and over again. So now that you've seen how I'm able to spin up these proposals in minutes, I'm going to show you how to create your own custom GPT for things that you do all the time. So I mentioned that I have a press release generator. I mentioned that I have this proposal generator, I have a pricing custom GPT, and I also have a homework custom GPT that helps me to create homework questions for my kids and an answer key for me so I can check the answers. So let's do a quick demo in terms of how do you even create a GPT. So I'm sharing my screen again, and I'm gonna go to, go back to the main. And then here on the left, you're gonna see GPTs again. And instead of hitting my GPTs this time you're gonna hit create. And here it pulls up this screen where you have the opportunity to create leveraging AI or configure using your own words. So I created something on my own, not on my own, but I leveraged ChatGPT to create something just to make this demo go a little faster. So we're gonna create this hype, I'm calling the HypeSquad GPT, yeah? So that's the title. And the purpose is to hype me up whenever I'm down, yeah? And then you can create an image here, uploading something that you created or you like, or you can have something AI generated. So doesn't look very hype squad to me, but we'll go with it. So here are the instructions that I use ChatGPT to help create. So you are my personal hype squad. Your job is to uplift, encourage, and empower me anytime I need it. Speak with warmth, humor, and bold energy. It goes further to describe the personality and style, and then it gives some examples of user requests. Hype me up, I'm about to present to execs. I'm questioning if I belong in this room. I finished a hard week, make me feel proud, right? And then it gives some example interactions to build out the GPT. Conversation starters, this is just, what you want to see when you go into the GPT. So, hey, how can I hype you up today? Yeah, let's do that. And then here in knowledge, we're not going to upload anything today just because this use case doesn't require it. But for instance, if you were creating a proposal generator, if you were creating something for your kids to help to create test questions, you would upload some kind of sample as reference to train. Recommended model, I typically allow for persons to use any model they prefer, which allows persons to use it quite easily, whether they're using a paid version or not. And then, of course, you have the capabilities here. Do you want this GPT to be able to search the web, Canvas? Do you want to be able to make edits without changing everything? And then, of course, do you want it to generate images? Actions, or for when you want to now build sophisticated automation such as plugins with Zapier. So you can really start to build out some automated workflows just using the custom GPT capability. I'm going to go ahead and hit create. And I'm going to share it with anyone in the link, and I'm going to drop it in this YouTube so you can actually give it a try, right? So, oh no, what language does it violate? All right, let me just share it with only me. We're going to have to check on that, yeah? All right, so let's view GPT. And then I'm going to say, I am having a tough parent day. I had to say no to my child. Let's see what it comes back with. Oof, that's a heavy one. You're a damn good parent. Saying no doesn't make you mean, makes you wise, grounded, and brave. Hard choices now build strong humans later. What do we think about that? All right, let me try another one. I am going to present at a conference in Geneva, and I feel like an imposter. Yeah, let's see. Hold up, let's reframe this real quick. You're presenting at a conference in Geneva, the land of diplomacy, innovation, global impact. So you are not lucky to be there. That room is lucky to have you. So there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I've created the HypeSquad GPT in minutes, and you can too. There are some other tips and tricks to strengthen your GPTs. We won't get into that today, but feel free to drop some comments in the chat. How long does it take you to do proposals? Do you want to try doing a custom GPT? I hope that you do. Hope this has been helpful. Take care, guys.